ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bash kids. Subscribe for more things. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another walking trade paperback review on The Walking Dead, Volume 7, The Calm Before. This is a look at the cover right here, The Walking Dead, The Calm Before. And it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to really get into it right now. I just want to say a few words really quick. I do these reviews on the volumes of The Walking Dead, and this is actually on issues number 37 through 42. Okay, so that's how far along this is, 37 through 42. And I'm just going to summarize and review basically this trade paperback for those of you that are into the TV show and want to know what's going on in the comic books. I can just tell you, you can just watch this video, or you can read it, which is a much better idea because it is the best damn comic book ever. Aside from Preacher I still like a little bit more, but this is my favorite ongoing book right here. And I also like to dedicate this video to Mike, aka Rimfire, who was a friend of mine through YouTube and whatnot. One of my best friends, Rimfire, was Sean Long, and them were very close, and that's how I found out about Rimfire. Anyway, Rimfire always left a comment on these videos. I don't get a lot of hits on these videos as much as I'd like, but I still like making them, and I do them, and I do have other people that consistently watch these videos, and I thank you guys for doing that. It really does mean a lot to me. Rimfire was one of those people. He loved The Walking Dead, and so yeah, rest in peace, Mike, and hopefully wherever you are, you got Wi-Fi and you're watching this video right now. So let's take a look at how the cover of this book right here, as you can see, we have Lori, she's preggers, and you got some zombies. So let's take a look at the build-up picture.
Here's the look at the build-up picture, going all the way up to number 7.
Now, as with most of these videos, there are spoilers galore. So let's, you know, I'm going to do a run-through of the cast of characters for this book, and it'll kind of spoil the book at the same time, and I'll be spoiling throughout the whole thing. So let's go through the cast. Rick, Lori, Carl, Baby Judith, Michonne, Tyrese, Herschel, Glenn and Maggie, Billy, Patricia, Carol, Sophia, Dale, Andrea, Axel, the Governor. So this book starts out in a very unique way. We see Lori and Shane doing it, butt naked. Basically, Lori reminiscing about how Shane and her had, you know, got it on and everything when they thought Rick was dead and stuff. And in the meantime, she's just resting her head on Rick's lap and stuff. So that's, you know, one thing that she's thinking about, because she's preggers with possibly Shane's baby and not Rick's. Now, this book overall, not a lot of stuff happens. It's called The Calm Before for a reason, but the drama in the book is very good regardless. So, you know, all The Walking Dead, I love it. So we get into Glenn and Maggie. Glenn and Maggie get married, and they're all wearing their prison clothes. Everybody's still in the prison and everything, but they have that looming idea that they know that the governor is going to come for them. So they have that going on as well. And we have Rick, Dale, and Tyrese are going through their armory and everything, and they're checking to see how much they have, and they're getting ready to fight these guys, and they know that there's a lot of them, so they're kind of concerned about how much ammunition they really have and whatnot. And then it goes to Rick and Lori, and they're talking about, Lori wants to come clean to Rick and say that she thinks you know, the baby might be Shane's. It's a really cool scene because she wants to tell Rick, and Rick's like, I know, I don't need to hear. Look, I know you and Shane had something going on. I just don't need to hear you say. I just don't need to hear you say it, you know. And he's just straight up telling her, look, I know what happened. I just don't need to hear it from you. I don't need to hear it from you. I'd rather just move on with life, you know. Which is pretty cool. He has like the right mentality. Because what can you do, really? Like, what really can you do? And what point is there to really talk about it? It's just going to be really sad and everything. Everyone's concerned about them not having enough guns. So Glenn, Maggie, Andrea, Tyrese, Axel, Michonne, they all go looking for more guns because they thought that they saw a National Guard station somewhere. So they go doing that. They end up finding it, which is kind of funny because they couldn't find a sign or anything. They're just kind of just, you know, shooting in the dark looking for it. They pull over and Axel's taking a piss, and, you know, as he's taking a piss, you hear like little drops go plunk, 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 and he actually had pissed on the sign that said National Guard Station. So I thought that was kind of funny. That's one thing that's different about the comic book than the TV show, is that the TV show does not really have a comedic element. The comic book does. It does have a little bit more of a, oop, dropped it. It does have a little bit more of a comedic element to it in the comics, and it's not like they're trying to make slapsticky jokes and stuff like that. It's just real life kind of shit that just happens that's kind of funny. So that's one thing I do like about the comic more so than the TV show. So anyway, they go find the National Guard Station. They just sack the place. They just take hella shit. And Glenn, he finds a Hummer, and they just pack up all this stuff and go. But so that nobody can go back there. Actually, I can't remember off the top of my head if the Woodbury people had been there or not before. But regardless, they blow it up, which I don't think was the smartest thing to do. But they blow it up because they don't want anybody else taking whatever was left over there. So they blow the damn thing up. And then they run off, and then on their way out they want to stop by a Walmart and get some food. So they got, okay, we got to go because they're definitely going to see that explosion and they're going to come after us, so we better hurry up. Sure enough, as they're leaving, guys show up, and you know, the thugs from Woodbury show up and everything, the governor's people, and they come in shooting at them and attacking them and everything. And basically Michonne, you know, she kicks the most ass, and Glenn gets shot in the chest, but he had his riot gear on, so he was wounded, but he's okay. Going back to the prison, you have Lori giving birth. I mean, you can see by the cover, I mean, she's ready to pop, you know. So she's giving birth. Alice is the doctor, or the resident doctor, and everything. They needed to keep the generators on and everything, and they needed to siphon more gasoline from the cars that were outside by the prison. So Dale and Billy, Billy's Herschel's son, they go out there, and while they're out there, Dale gets bit in the ankle by a walker, or a crawler, I guess. It was underneath the car and it bit him in the ankle. Very similar kind of thing that happened to Herschel in the TV show, and they have to pull him in and everything. And so they bring Dale in. This is like right after they gave birth to Lori's kid. Oh, and in the meantime, everybody else had come back from getting the new ammo and everything like that. So Rick was able to be there to see the birth of their new daughter, who's Judy, I think. But Alice is just too worn out. She's like, I can't handle this. She already helped Glenn, and then she'd given birth, and then Rick's like, here, I'll do it. I'll cut off his leg to save him. So he hacks at it, same place as Herschel's leg, right in the middle of the damn bone, which I think was hella messed up and everything. And it turns out, you know, Dale's going to be okay, and Dale's alright and everything. That's one thing I liked about the comic, is that it didn't drag on so long. You're able to tell really quick if someone's going to be a walker or not. In the meantime, throughout this book, just as a side note, Carol, she's way crazy, man. She's like weird nut and everything, but her relationship with Lori is getting stronger, and they're becoming more best friends and stuff like that, so it's getting a little cooler. Now, again, Rick is concerned about the governor's people coming through, so they start practicing. They have all this new ammo and all this new guns, so everyone's practicing how to fire and everything, so everyone's getting good at that. Herschel's farm is doing well and everything, so it's kind of like the calm before, you know, they're kind of doing okay. Maggie and Glenn, you get a lot of time with them being romantic and whatnot, and things kind of take a weird kind of turn that Alice wants to keep a zombie in the prison so that she can study it and just see how it works. And it's just kind of weird because they just have this pet zombie sitting here just tied to a pole, and Rick is like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, hell no, I'm shooting this damn thing. Like, no. You know, here's Alice, she's screaming back at him like, no, we can learn how to cure this, you know, there could be a way, if we just treat this thing with the proper respect, we can figure out, you know, it won't be a problem or anything like that. So he's like, okay, everybody agrees to keeping this zombie around so we could study the disease more and possibly find a cure. Okay, that's cool with me. Now, yeah, wacko-ass Carol, she goes over to Billy, who's, you know, only 19, and she gets all romantic with Billy. You can see Carol sneaks up on Billy. He's just chilling all by himself, and she gets all romantic, starts grabbing his dick, and they get it on, man. And everybody else is outside playing basketball and having a grand old time. And this is just the weirdest scene of the whole book, is You see Carol going, she comes out and she's barely clothed, her titties are almost hanging out, and she's talking to the zombie and saying how everybody's still judging her because she tried to kill herself and that she needs a friend to talk to that's not going to judge her. And she's like, oh yeah. She's like, I really hope you like me. Flip to the next page. She's like, oh good, you do like me. Oh, she's getting eaten by the zombie. Weird, man. And she's just getting eaten. Everybody's like, oh my god, what the hell? Dude, hella crazy. They put a bullet in the zombie's head. Everyone's like, what the hell? And she's just like, let me go. And see, like, almost pretty much immediately she turns back into a zombie and everything, and then they kill her. But damn, dude, what a nut, man. Then here they have this little service for her and everything. Just hella sad, dude. She's just hella crazy. Just a hella crazy chick. I mean, you could expect that kind of stuff to happen. It's a zombie apocalypse, so anything goes. Sophia's all messed up from it. Billy's all messed up. She's like, wait, why would she sleep with me like that and then kill herself? Why would she do that to me? And everyone's like, Billy, it's not your fault. Sophia, the daughter, is all like weirded out, but Carl's being all sweet and gives her a kiss on the cheek. I still like you, even though, you know, your mom, you know, killed herself and everything. But they try to move on and everything, and Andrea's practicing, you know, Andrea's the sniper of the group, and she's practicing her sniping skills from the tower, even though she has all the riot gear on, so for defense and stuff. Rick trying Herschel's tomatoes and saying, I've never eaten it just like a fruit like this, you know. And then all of a sudden, they see on the horizon all these this tank and all these trucks pull up like this. And they're like, oh my god. And you get a shot of the governor, who actually survived, yelling, kill them all. He's got the one arm. So this is all from Michonne's doing. He's got the dookie spoon eye, and, you know, of course he has no dick left because she cut it off. So, yeah, that's it right there. And here's a little picture of the little family. They have a new baby girl. So, there you go. So, yeah, hopefully this video wasn't too long. Like I said, I was trying to keep this one a little bit shorter, but that's basically what is happening in the comic books during Volume 7 of The Walking Dead. I hope you guys liked my review. Again, rest in peace, Rimfire, and I appreciate all you guys that watch all of my videos. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you later. Peace!